What's up, guys? Today is Tuesday, December 11th, which marks a very special day here at the Ballislife headquarters. It is the 10th episode of the Heat Check. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We're so happy that you guys are still rocking with us. Let's get into the first story of the day. First up on the agenda, guys, let's take a dive into the growth of LaMelo Ball. Ballislife writer Ronnie Flores dropped a story over the weekend exploring the controversial career of LaMelo. Ronnie is one of the few writers who has watched Melo play throughout his youth basketball career. And after seeing him live with Spire at the Hoop Hall West tournament, one of his biggest takeaways is that the youngest Ball brother might have an actual chance in joining Lonzo in the NBA ranks. Now let's take it a few years back. When Melo was only 11 years old, he was already holding his own at the 17U level, playing against future D1 players. And not to mention, he was on the same team as his two older brothers. Gaining experience against older players at such a young age helped prepare Melo for high school as a gangly little 5'10", 14-year-old freshman. In his first season at Chino Hills, Melo averaged 16.4 points a game and helped lead the Huskies to a Fab 50 national championship with an undefeated record of 35-0. Shit. Now, Melo's sophomore year is where he really started to evolve. He went from a 5'10" spot-up shooter with range to a 6'1" legitimate D1 prospect. Without Lonzo by his side, Melo owned the point guard role, which helped him develop his overall game, from his court vision to passing ability and basketball IQ. But that boy could still score. The 15-year-old sophomore dropped 35 points against Oak Hill Academy, which was loaded with D1 talent. Now, we all know what happened next. Melo checked out of Chino Hills, went to play overseas in Lithuania, and then in LeVar's brainchild league, the JBA. Melo is now back, and he's better, and hell, he even got a haircut. The 17-year-old senior is now at a legit 6'6", and showing that his time away from high school ball didn't affect his game at all. Considering his time playing professionally and his signature shoe, it's highly unlikely that we'll ever see Melo touch the hardwood on a college campus, leaving the G League as his best route to the NBA as part of the 2020 draft. We want to know what you guys think. Will LaMelo Ball reach the NBA? Sound off in the comments. All right, y'all, moving into our next segment, GTFOH.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
The fuck out.
Nets assistant coach wants all the smoke with a fan. A fan in a red sweater was pissed that a Brooklyn Nets assistant coach was blocking his view during Saturday's Knicks-Nets game because, well, he was doing his job. Look, we understand Red Sweater Guy paid good money for those seats, but he clearly put his hands on the wrong man. So to that we say GTFOH, Red Sweater Guy. You want courtside seats, you gotta pay the big bucks to get your feet on the hardwood. What do you think, Ballislife gang? Does the fan have a legit reason to be mad at the coach? Hit those comments with your take. Next up, we've got Chicago Bulls players saying get the F out of here to their new coach. The Bulls lost to the Celtics by 56 points Saturday. I repeat, the Bulls lost to the Celtics by 56 points Saturday.
As the Boston Celtics came in here loaded for bear, jumped out to a 17-0 lead in the first quarter.
This was the largest loss in franchise history and came just 5 days after Chicago fired their head coach, Fred Hoiberg, and replaced him with assistant Jim Boylan. Bulls fans clearly ain't with the bullshit, and neither are the players. In a story that dropped Monday, Yahoo Sports reported that Bulls players had contacted the NBA Players Association saying that Boylan was using extreme tactics with his new duties. Word on the street is Boylan has held 2 3.5-hour practices, which included extra running and military-style push-ups. But the craziest thing he's done is try to make the Bulls practice after the second night of a back-to-back, which is literally unheard of in the league.
I don't like that. I don't like that narrative. I don't want that out there. It's not true.
What is the truth? Yeah.
The truth is we had a couple guys that thought a Sunday practice was excessive after the week we had.
And after all that practice, Coach Boylan, this is what your players look like?
Okay, trying to get everybody together.
There's a three.
I want to know who you think should
Get the fuck out of here.
the players or the coach. Moving into our next segment, Heads Up, featuring stories you might not know about but absolutely should.
Hands up! Hands up!
Heads up, y'all. The Worm's son can hoop. Dennis Rodman's son DJ dropped 32 points Saturday in Jay Sarah's win over Mayfair, including this game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer. Next up, Marlo Gilmore Jr. dunks from the free throw line in a game. Did y'all see where his foot was? And with the closing spot for our Heads Up segment, LeBron and D-Wade share their last dance. Flash and the King have met 31 times throughout their careers, but LeBron won the final matchup Monday night with the Lakers defeating the Heat 108-105. Wade scored 15 points with 10 assists in the loss and was treated to a heartfelt tribute video put together by the Lakers.
Slam. What a finish.
It's LOL time, y'all. Hawks forward John Collins accidentally slaps a fan while trying to give high fives. Let's check in and see what Collins' teammate Kent Bazemore thought of the smack. Next up, we've got CP3 trying to move a reporter off the floor. Meanwhile, DeAndre Jordan does a little ballet in the back.
Saturday nights have been fun nights here at the American Airlines Center. In fact, Chris Paul would like me to make my way off the court.
And last up, but certainly not least, high school hooper Hannah Banco tries to avoid a free throw lane violation and breaks her fall with her face. Well, guys, that concludes our 10th episode of The Heat Check. And as always, we want you to be a part of the conversation. Whether it's the first story, the last story, sound off in those comments. Now, if you like what you saw here and you like me, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel right now. Now, if you want to catch up because you missed our latest episode, you can click right over here. And if you're a hoop junkie like myself and you want to see our latest highlight vids, click right over here. All right, Ballislife gang, catch you next time on The Heat Check. That girl, Kayla Nicole, logging off.